welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a day in the life, very raw vlog, just showing what we get up to in a day. If you are new here, my name is George and I am a mummy to 3 boys, and today is Monday the 6th of January, so it's the first day back after the Christmas holidays and everything feels a bit fraught. It's just that getting back into the routine of getting out in time for the school run, which has thrown us a little bit. I've also got a little baby boy who is suffering with his teeth at the moment, so that kind of adds something into the mix because he's very clingy. I've sat him down for some breakfast, but I don't think he's going to eat much at the moment. He's just chasing some pomegranate seeds around his high chair tray, but he's just really not that keen. He's just doing a lot of breastfeeding at the moment, which is fine, but it makes it hard getting everyone out the door. So yeah, I'm just going to take you along with me. It's not going to be anything fancy, it's just going to be nice and raw, showing you what we get up to and what my day looks like. It might be a little different because I might be stuck to the sofa a little bit because I've got this little one. So at the moment I've just been we've come downstairs and I'm trying to get everything ready really fast. So I have just done, this is Eduardo's lunchbox. He has a lunchbox every day for school. I'm really trying to work on that because my big boy has school lunches every day for school, which is obviously a lot easier, but yes, Eduardo is refusing at the moment, so today it's just a really quick one. I haven't really had much time to think about it because I'm getting my head around back to school. So I've just got one of those Warburton Thins here, which has got butter and Marmite in it. He's got some of the Hippies chickpea puffs, some mini Oreos, some green grapes and a tofu frankfurter. And he's also going to have with that one of these that I give him every day with his lunchbox. So it's just a mini Alpro Soya growing up milk. So I'll pop that in with his lunchbox. So that's his lunchbox ready to go. I'm going to pop it into the lunch bag, and I've also got their waters here ready to go. So I'm going to just put them here so that I don't forget them. And little one is munching on some seeds, aren't you? You're munching on some seeds? Yeah. Are you munching on some seeds? Yeah. If it keeps you happy. If it keeps you happy. I have got a bowl of blueberry porridge with some blueberry wafers and some coconut here, but at the moment, he's not touching it, are you? You're not touching it. Here, Papa. The boys have just run off. They finished their cereal, but I'm going to give them one of these. So this is what I've been giving them every day, just to kind of try and strengthen their immune system around this time of year. So they can have 1 or 2 of these chewy teddy bears once a day, and then also I give them some V-gums, which are kind of gummy vitamins that are good for vegan kids, just adding any extra vitamins and nutrients that they need. So I'm going to go and give them one of these. So the boys have finished their breakfast. I'm just left with the carnage in here to quickly clean up. Also, just to add something else to the mix, I just put Grayson down on the floor in the living room and I noticed like something wet on the side of his ear, and I've had a look and a dab with tissue and it looks like there's something oozing out of it. Nothing like gross or smelly, it just looks like lots of wax, kind of watery wax. But I remember like recently when I took one of the boys to the doctors about a cold, and she was talking about ear infections, and she was asking me, now, is the ear oozing or anything? And I think that might be a sign of an infection, and he has had a temperature which I've been putting down to the teething, but now I'm wondering, does he have an ear infection? So I think at 8 I'm going to call and try and book an appointment for this morning to get that looked at, because he's never had that before. So I'm going to quickly run around the kitchen and just get this kind of sorted. I don't like to leave with everything out. I like to have everything washed up and cleaned and stuff. Then we'll get out the house and then I'll see when I can get this appointment. I've just emptied the food caddy bin. We have quite a big one because obviously a family of 5, but it does mean that it can get really, really full and really, really gross in there. So I have got here a mixture of this Sephora, which is absolutely divine. It's the Festive Fireside scent. And I just put a couple of drops and I mix it with water in this glass bottle. And I'm just going to let this soak in there just for a little bit, and then I'll wipe it all off and then put a new bag in. Right, so that is everything cleaned up. I'm just going to grab a lunch bag. I've got everything just on the floor here, kind of in piles, and then I will just shove everything under the buggy. I've got the bottles there. I'll grab all the other bits because I don't think it's raining. No, it looks all right. And then I'll pop Grayson in here in a second. We're on hold, aren't we? As usual. You have to ring the doctors at 8 AM in the morning to get an appointment.
Please wait for the next available
So we are waiting, so I'll probably be on hold all the way on the walk on the school run. Coming! So we're now just hurrying out the door. Okay, I'm going to bundle this one up. I don't know how cold it is. How cold do you think it is?
I don't know.
You don't know. We'll have to open the door. You did what? Your belt. Do you want it today?
Please wait.
Okay, I'll go and find it.
Is that thing? It's like saying music.
Very important to us. Please wait for the next available agent.
Flippy has a big white head. Smudged lip. Flippy.
We gave up on the phone, and actually we're on the way to school, and we go past the doctor's surgery. It's literally just around the corner. So we went in and they're just sitting there. So I don't know who's answering the phones, because she was just ready to see me at reception, and they're meant to be the ones answering the phones, so I don't understand, because I was still on the phone as I went up to her. But yes, I've got an appointment at 10:50 for Grayson, so I'll take him and hopefully they can sort of tell me if this oozy ear thing is all right. But it'll be good to get him seen, because he has been poorly for quite a while now. I've been putting it down to teething, but you just never know. So now we are on the way to school. We are scooterless because we forgot that we took the scooters out on a muddy day last week, and we were going to get Daddy to clean the mud off, and we forgot, and they're just really muddy, and I have to sort of put them under the buggy and carry them home when I come back from school, and they're just too muddy to carry really. So we are walking, aren't we, Zach? Walking today, and little one's in the buggy. I don't know if he'll fall asleep, maybe have a little nap, just because he's feeling a bit rotten. But actually it's not too cold, is it? They're saying it's going to snow in January, but at the moment it's, I don't know if I'm just hot from running around, but yeah, I'm not feeling too bad. We are back from the school run. I've got an appointment booked for this one that we're just waiting for. I've got the telly on. We've done lots of boob already, haven't we? You got Mummy's phone? I had lots sort of things I needed to do. I think I was going to try and do quite a lot of cooking this morning, but I really don't think that's going to be possible, is it? I've been soaking some lentils overnight to do this really cool recipe that I've got that's on my Instagram page. If you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely do, if you'd like inspiration for vegan meals. So anything plant-based, if your babies might be dairy-free, egg-free, meat-free. So there's quite a lot on there if you follow me on Instagram. But yes, so I'm going to try and make this really easy red lentil loaf. And also sort of with the same sort of recipe, you can make red lentil muffins. So they're kind of like savoury muffins packed full of red lentils. So it's just nice to use red lentils. I'll see if I can go into the kitchen now, maybe set him up with a few toys and do that. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get an awful lot done today. Doctor's is at 11:50, so he can't really have a nap before then. So I think I'll do the doctor's and then come home and hopefully put him down for like a lunchtime nap. All right, Papa. Oi. Eee. What's wrong? What's wrong? Yeah. I know. But I mean, he's in all right spirits, aren't you? Yeah, he is in all right spirits. He's got this really odd, like, redness under one of his eyes that I thought was like a black eye. But you know what he wants. Let's see if we can. All right, all right. Yeah. thought it was a black eye, like he'd managed to give himself a black eye somehow in the night the other day. He came up with it, but I don't know what it is. It's like this redness under the eye, so I'm going to ask the doctor about that as well. So yeah, that's us really. The boys reluctantly went into school. I think they were just feeling a bit after the holidays, but hopefully they have an all right day. Zach's actually got karate, not straight after school. We come back, have an early dinner, and then he's got karate. Oh, I also need to check my meal plan to see what is up for dinner, because I haven't done too well so far. Trying to do this budgeting and sticking to a meal plan for the week to try to save money on our weekly food. So I need to look to see what I've put down for our dinner tonight and see if I can prep that at some point this morning or this afternoon as well. So in case you are interested in this recipe that I'm making, which is the red lentil loaf, you just need to put 1 cup of dry red lentils in with 2 cups of water and leave it to soak just at room temperature overnight. And then the other ingredients that you need is some grapeseed oil or other type of oil. I use 3 tablespoons of this. I use 3 tablespoons of baking powder, and I use 1/4 cup of coconut flour. First of all, I'm just going to blend the soaked lentils with the water that they're in the Vitamix. I'm going to blend that all up. And then I add the other ingredients, and it's really simple. It's all in the blender, and then you just grease a loaf pan and put it in the oven. This will now go in the oven for about 20 minutes at 180 degrees. Grayson just waved for the first time, or the first time I've ever seen it, at the ripe old age of almost 14 months. He was watching Mr. Tumble, and you waved, didn't you? He turned round from eating his raisins and you waved at the telly. Can you do it again? Can you wave?
What's that sound?
Who's that? Can you wave?
Sound of more magical adventures and stories.
Typically not going to do it again. But I did the usual mum screech, which always stops them in their tracks. I've got to work on that. Like every time he does something new, I'm dropping raisins everywhere. Every time he does something new, I screech so loud he stops doing whatever it is. But I've just been willing him to wave for so long. He also does this other really cute thing where he does like a thumbs up, but he does like a little thumbs up like that. He kind of points at you, which is really sweet. But yeah, so we are just snacking on some raisins, aren't we? He's eating sort of really weird things since he's been poorly, but you just go with it, don't you? So he's having some raisins. I've got the lentil loaf just baking in the oven. When that comes out, shortly after that, we will just head over to the doctor. Luckily, the doctor is literally a stone's throw, so we'll just walk over there and see what she says. And it's your favourite! It's your favourite! Oh! 2. Ooh. Teletubbies! So I've just taken this out of the oven and it looks like that. It's kind of, oh, I've pushed it a bit. It's sort of a bit springy to the touch. I popped a cocktail stick in and it came out clean. So I'm gonna let it sit just for about 10 minutes and then I will, all right baby? I will transfer it over onto a wire rack to cool down, and then I slice it up like a loaf really, so like almost like sandwich slices, and then I can spread some cream cheese and things like that on it. All right. Right, I've got someone on my leg. I got someone on my leg. Yeah. Is it rice cake and raisins? It's a rice cake and raisin diet at the moment, isn't it? Yeah. So, we're back from the doctor's. He does have an ear infection, or they say it's infected when it's oozing like that. And the doctor said that basically when babies are all congested, it can kind of pop out from different places, and it's just burst and kind of popped, all this kind of pussy stuff has popped out of his ear. Apparently it also perforates the drum when it does that, but it's perfectly fine and it heals itself, but you have to go back in like 6 to 8 weeks just for them to check it did heal properly. But waiting in the doctor's surgery, it's always late, like it's always at least 20 minutes after our appointment time that we get seen, and it was really hard to kind of entertain him. He was grizzly, then he was like falling asleep on my boob. But when he went in the doctor's surgery, actually he was kind of in good spirits. She did his temperature and he had a slight temperature, so she's given him some antibiotics 3 times a day. He's no good at taking Calpol. We've tried like once or twice in his life when he's been in pain with teething or had a temperature, and it all just comes out the side. No matter how we lay him, he just fights it a lot, as do my other 2 boys. So I was really anticipating the worst, but I got home, I thought I'm going to give him the first dose now, and actually he took it really well, and I've now put him down to sleep because he really needed to sleep. So hopefully all of this phase of being ill, it's been like a couple of weeks before Christmas, then all over Christmas, then with the 2 teeth coming through, it's just, bless him, I just want him to get back to eating normally. I want to get back to trying to reduce the breastfeeding ever so slightly, like it's gone back to being in the night and stuff, which I was trying to get away from. Anyway, I am now going to have my lunch here. I've just got a couple of pittas with tofu, some avocado and a tiny smidge of the vegan Hellmann's mayo, which by the way is exactly like normal mayonnaise, and the mixture of sweet potato and white sweet potato. I kind of roast them really thinly, so they're kind of like crisps, but a healthy version. And then my favorite, this is their old packaging, they've got new packaging now, but the Rebel Kitchen chocolate milk. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to catch up on a couple of messages that I need to reply to, watch out to see when he wakes up, and then I want to get my sausage casserole cooking in the oven ready for when the boys get back. Hey baby, hey baby, alright darling, alright Papa. Should we take this off? Alright baby, let's find your socks. Should we find your socks? Oh. Should we go down? Yeah. Let's turn this off. Oh. Alright. I'm just grabbing some snacks because if I turn up at the school gates without any, there will be carnage. So I've just got these strawberry peelers and these dark chocolate chip oat biscuits, which are vegan and really yummy. So I might take a packet and they can have 2 biscuits each, and then one of these strawberry peelers. We are back from the school run and I'm in the kitchen just dishing up dinner. I've got a helper, oh Bubba, who is emptying all the drawers. Zach is just on his iPad and Eduardo is opening some Christmas cards. He wasn't there on the last day of term, so I think he has some Christmas cards that were in his drawer at school. So he's just opening all of those up. I don't think either of them have any homework. Good boy, tidying up. Well done. Yeah. So I'm going to dish up some dinner. What time is it? Yeah, it's early. It's just before 4. But I need them to start eating at 4 really, so that they are finished by 3:30, so that I have time to get him in Zach in his karate kit ready for karate at 5. So that is the plan. I don't know how dinner's going to go down. Every day is different, and sometimes they come and sit down and they moan and groan, so it's always a bit of an anxious time. And I'm not sure if Grayson's going to eat much because he hasn't been eating much recently. But such is life. We'll see how they get on. showered after my workout. I have breastfed Grayson. I've put him down to sleep. He moaned a couple of times, but he seems to have gone quiet now. So I am hoping for a better night tonight. And Rog has just gone to pick up Zach from karate, and obviously Eduardo had to go with him. So that's where they are. So I'm just going to start to get on warm-up dinner for Rog and I, and then when the boys get back, they'll be to bed shortly. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I really hope you enjoyed following a day in the life of us, and if you did like it, please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe so that you can see lots more videos from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.